Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm doing my own nails. I mean, look at the state of these. They look really awful, but it's just because they look dry because I've just done a soak off of some full cover tips. I'm going to go in with my fine grade E-fob bit just to make sure that everything is, well, not everything is off because I know it isn't, but I'm just going to go over to just remove a little bit more because I didn't completely soak everything off. As you can see, well, you can't because I'm not in focus. There is a slight bit of glitter there, which is my previous colour Builder Gel. So that is how I know that there is still some product on my nail, which is fine. I wasn't doing a full removal. I was just wanting to get the full cover tips off. And I am still going to leave some there. As you can see, I have created a bit of damage with removing those full cover tips, but nothing that can't be worked over, so that is okay. It's not great, but it's all right. We can work with it. So just very, very gentle. I don't want to create any more damage. I'm just going in and making sure that any excess product is off. And I'm just going to go around my cuticles. I did already do this before applying those full cover tips, so I don't really need to be honest, but I'm going to do it anyway just because it's part of the prep process, and just to make sure that, again, there's no excess product anywhere I don't want it to be. It's going to prevent adhesion of my gel. I do need to, at this point, just stop putting extensions on. Like, I've not used them for ages, and my nails were, before that, in great condition. So I do just need to give it a miss. They're absolutely fine, like, if you apply them properly, remove them properly, of course, but I haven't been doing that, which is why I had to take a bit of time away from them for a bit. But anyway, we're here now. It's one of those. So I'm going in with my mini mandrel bit now, and I'm going to pop a 180 grit sanding band to that. We're going to use that to rough up the surface of the entire nail and every nail. So I'm going to start with my thumb, just because my thumb is not one of my problem children at the moment. Problem nails, as we'll call it. Because he managed to escape the chaos of that previous video. So I'm just going over the entire surface of the nail. They're really thin, so I'm going to be going in with a different Builder Gel colour. And obviously, because I've just applied those full covered nails, I needed it to be as little product as possible. But also because I was planning on changing my Builder Gel colour as well. So I'm being really gentle with this nail because this is the one that I have accidentally stuck the tip of my tweezers or nippers or whatever that I was using to remove the nails before. I've accidentally stuck that into my nail instead of on top of it, so that is how that happened. So I'm just being very, very gentle and careful around that area. I need to get some strength and structure on these nails ASAP, because the longer they are bare, the more likely I am to injure them in some way. I think for my future full cover tip collaboration videos, I need to just find a model for me to do the nails on and film it instead of doing it on my own nails all the time. Because I'm just too rough with my own nails, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a good habit, and it's one that I cannot get out of. I've been my own worst client since I was 10 years old, and nothing has changed since. Right, that is them completely ready now. I'm not going to mess with them any more than I already have. So I'm just going to remove any dust out of the way. So I'm just going to place some primer on my nails. Also need to pick which build gel colour I'm using as well, actually. So I'm just being careful with this one to go round that hole instead of over it, because I don't want it to be on my actual nail bed. So I'm not filing the shape of these nails until they've got build gel on them. I want there to be some strength on there before I go messing about with a file. So I've decided between, well, I haven't decided, I've got down to two. So we've got Rapture on the left or Innocence on the right. I'm just not sure which one to go for. I think I'm going to do Rapture. It's not quite as creamy as Innocence. I do want it to look quite natural because I am going to use it as a base colour for designs and stuff. So I want it to go with everything. So I'm going to go with Rapture. This nail here is my problem child at the moment. My own fault. Absolutely cannot blame my nail. But I'm just going to pop. I wouldn't recommend mixing brands, but just because I don't recommend it doesn't mean that I don't do it. So here we are. And I'm going to use the Kiki London rubber base coat, and I'm going to pop a quick coat of that over my entire nail. I don't usually use base coat with nail orders builder gels, but I'm going to with this nail just because I need some extra reinforcement for that area there. I'd recommend using some silk or something along those lines to protect it, but here I am. I'm lazy. I'm gonna regret it, but I'm not doing it anyway because that is just me, and it is 11 PM at night and I want to go to bed. So here we are. So once I've done that, I am just going to get like a bead on my brush. I'm just going to float it over that area to create a thicker seal over that, and then I'm going to pop it straight into the lamp. And then I'm going to start off with that nail with my builder gel. I'm going to do a nice thin layer of it first of all. Now this nail needs a lot of help. I'm not sure if you can tell, but on the right side where that split is, it's now basically just all gone completely wrong. So we're going to just apply a thicker layer on that side, right up to and around the side wall to reinforce it a bit. And then I'm going to just cure that in place before I do anything else. Like so. So my phone did die and I've done 3 nails off camera. This one, obviously, as you can see, and this one. Love this colour, by the way. It's absolutely stunning. I'm not sure why my phone won't focus. I wonder whether it's the white background that it's not liking. See how this goes instead. No, still not good. Honestly, someone needs to help me figure out how to use this phone because it's, oh gosh, it's not working for me at the moment. But anyway, so as you can see, I've done those 3. I did the base coat on all of them, and then my phone died. So I thought, you know what, this is actually a good time to charge it while I'm doing the others, basically, because I wasn't going to do them all on camera anyway. So anyway, back to this one. I did that side, obviously, as you can see, a bit thicker. So we're just going to go over now with this slip layer, which is basically the same as we've just done. Where's that hair come from? It's huge. The same as we've just done, like the base layer, but we're not going to cure it this time, because that is going to guide my building layer on where to go. So I'm just wiping off my brush and then going into the bottle where I've just wiped it all off. Picking it all up so I get it all on one side, and I'm just going to place that on the nail at the cuticle area, but dragging down. I don't want it to be too thick where it's going to really burn. And then I'm going to use my, the towel's definitely not helping. In fact, I think it might actually be worse, which is annoying. I'm just going to use my striper brush to manoeuvre the gel where I want it to go. I'm just going to pop any air bubbles. I'm going right up to the cuticle area and side walls, but without touching. You can also use isopropyl alcohol to pop air bubbles as well, but I don't actually have any at the moment. I went to Sally's to get some recently and they'd ran out. Right. Of course, I am going to file this nail, by the way, so it does look a bit dodgy at the moment. But it will be fine once filed. So I'm going to pop that in the lamp. I am going to sort this nail out because it does have a slight hook to it. You can see down here. It's not the best angle actually, but yeah, it does have a slight hook. So I am going to build it up even higher to probably up here. And then I can remove basically along there. And it'll be a much better structure, which will hopefully help with the splitting as well. Obviously it didn't split because of that this time. It was definitely my fault, but will help me in future. So I'm just going to cure that coat. I'm also going to actually do the same on the middle finger, so might as well do that now. I really need to figure out how to use this phone for filming. I might even have to just keep my old phone just to film videos on it and just have that as like my YouTube phone. But I'm jumping the gun a bit. I haven't looked properly at how to properly use the settings in this phone, so I might just need to adjust something slightly and it might be much better. But if anyone's got any advice, it is the Google Pixel 9. If you've got one or you just know about them for some reason, do feel free to tell me what to do, because there just doesn't seem to be any sort of autofocus, and I don't know whether it actually looks like it does to me. I hope it doesn't, because it looks awful. I just feel like it looks really dull and not very sharp. I don't know whether that's just the camera itself or whether I need to adjust something slightly to get that better. Pictures seem to be okay, which is what's making me feel like I'm just doing something wrong, because it's obviously not the camera in general if pictures look alright. Okay, so we don't want thick free edge, but we do want it to be thick enough to have the right structure. Okay, so I'm going to pop those in the lamp. Okay, they're cured. I'm now going to go in with my index finger again and do another coat, because like I said, I do need to file that underside away. So I am going to be finishing filing this nail, so I can get away with it being too thick as well. In fact, I sort of need it to be, because I do get carried away with filing, to be honest, which is why I tend to try to avoid the fact that I need to refine. Anyway, so I'm just going to grab some more gel on my brush and apply that again in the same way, but not really focusing it that much on the cuticle area this time. I'm focusing more on the free edge, so I need to apply it at the cuticle just so it flows well, but I do need to focus it more on the free edge because I need it to be quite thick to be able to remove the underside, because as I explained, there is quite a curve to this nail. If I get that free edge nice and thick, I can take away the nail from underneath. Just pop in any obvious air bubbles. like so. So that's what that one looks like now, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's been filed. Okay, so they've all been in the lamp now. I'm just going to wipe off the tacky layer of this nail so we can file. So first things first, I'm just going to get my file. So look how it looks. I'm not sure if you can tell because of the background, but this is what it looks like. We need to get rid of all of this basically from the free edge area. So I'm going to get my file underneath and I'm going to file like that. So it looks like it's coming straight out of my finger instead of going downwards. That's what we're looking for. As you can see on this side, it looks a bit more obvious there. So we're going to do the same thing again. And then once I've done that, I can look at it from this angle and shape as well. Just going to shape that side wall area where that excess gel was put to make sure that's smooth. And then if you look from the side, it is too bulky now because we've obviously had to build up that free edge to be able to take off the underneath, which is fine. We'll just need to make sure that we take some of the bulk down. So I'm going to get my e-file. I'm going to use a sanding band to go over the nail. I know loads of people that do, and that is fine, but I personally don't like to use carbide or ceramic bits for this on Builder Gel, just because I don't typically refine, so I don't have the experience with using those sorts of bits on Builder, and I'd take off way too much. I'd make it way too thin. So I'm just going to use a sanding band, nice and easy. And then once I've got it just a bit thicker than I want it, I'm going to go in with my hand file because I prefer that. I feel like I have a bit more control. I can do exactly what I want to do. I'm just taking down a bit of the bulk first. See what I mean about the focus? I've already tapped the screen multiple times, and it's just not having the desired effect. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I think from now on, after this video, of course, I am just going to have to go in with my old phone until I've either sorted it out or just for the foreseeable if I can't sort it out. Okay, so I'm just filing the free edge towards the free edge. This is really difficult to do on camera actually. So I'm going to do away from the free edge because it's easier. Get that the thickness I want it first, and then I can smooth it out the other direction. So I'm just going to lift that up. Oh gosh, sorry. Lift that up a bit and then go from side wall to side wall. Check in my side profile the entire time. But I'm just going to do the rest off camera because doing it on camera is taking me far longer than I want it to, and it's really difficult. Okay, so once I've done that, I'm just going to quickly go in and file my other nails because I haven't filed those to shape either because it's waiting until they've got some product on them. So once they are ready, I'm still trying to figure out, I don't know whether to go a bit shorter and more round again or keep tapering. I just don't know. I think we'll stick to the tapered look because I do like them for now, but once they get too long I think I might go back to a bit more of a round than a tapered almond. I'm so indecisive when it comes to shape. I'm sure soon enough I'll get completely fed up of it and decide that I want short square and then cut them all down, square them off, love them for a month and then really regret it, grow them out again and then do all over again. It's a pattern. A really, really annoying habit. Not too difficult to file because I'm not really doing that much to them. They weren't done that long ago, so it's nothing drastic. But anyway, this index finger is looking a lot better, so I'm just going to remove all the dust. And then we can go in with top coat on that index nail. This is definitely, without a doubt, my new favourite Builder Gel colour. Rapture. It's absolutely stunning. I don't know how I've not used it yet. It's gorgeous. Definitely looks better on person, like on actual nails, than it does on my swatch stick though. So that might be why people are not really going for it. But anyway, I'm going to pop that in the lamp for a full cure. And then these nails, in terms of Builder Gel application, are done. I'm going to be doing the design tomorrow because it is now 11:30 and I am shattered. My boy is probably going to wake me up at 6:30 tomorrow, so that's fun. So yeah, I will do a design in this video, but I will do it tomorrow. Obviously it won't be a wait for you because it will happen straight away, but for me it'll be a different day. Anyway, this is where we're up to. Absolutely love it. Stunning colour. I'm so happy I chose this one. I mean, I might have loved the other one as well, but this one is just beautiful. Look at that. It's just wow. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely need to do, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've literally just said I'll be back in a minute for it, but you know, I'm forgetting already. I hope you've enjoyed this part of the video is what I should have said. And I'm going to bed now, and then I will obviously be straight back for you doing the design. Okay, so I am back. Of course, I wouldn't have gone anywhere for you, but it's been a whole entire day for me. So I'm going to be doing a design with red and pink. So I've popped a bit of both colours on my palette. I'm just going to go in and do my designs now. So I think I'm going to do two French. I don't know whether to do two French and two full colour, or all of them French with just different colours. Sorry about that, just had to open the door so the dog could come and go as she pleases. So I think I'm going to do two full colour and two French, just to keep it nice and simple. And who wants to watch me do French 4 times? So I think I'm going to do a full colour red, full colour pink, and then a French of each. Actually, I don't know. I should have thought this through before I started, really. Right, yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do the middle nail red. This is such a beautiful red. I think I might use a chrome as well, actually. I think for the pink French nail, I'm going to go with a, what's it called? Some cherries with the red, and then using the pink polish on the red French, I'm going to do hearts, I think. So I'm going to do 2 coats of colour on both those full nails, but I'll only do one on camera so it's not too repetitive and boring. So that's what we're looking at so far, and then we're going to go ahead and do the French. So I'll do one of the French nails on camera, and then one of them not, because it will be the same both ways. So we'll do the red one on the ring finger. I think I might do some chrome on all of them, maybe. So I'm just going to cross the tip about where I want my French to be. And then we'll just do one side at a time. I do hate doing French on my own nails, but it's rare that I do it, and it's going to go well with the design that I'm doing, so I needed to do it. I just really struggle to do this one side, so I'm just going to do that in a different way. And then I can, oh, just touch my other nail. Yeah, I'm definitely making it worse. And then I can touch it up. I'm alright with doing French on other people because I do it all the time. It's so popular with my clients, but never ever do it on myself. So I just don't have the knack to get in the right I'm getting my hands in the right angles and stuff. I do want quite a deep French though. I definitely didn't want it this deep, but I think just making it deeper is actually going to be a lot easier than cleaning it up to make it thinner. So we're going with it. We'll just see how it looks. If it looks awful, I'll either start again or I will clean it up, do a bit thinner. Definitely want it deeper down the side walls. Just going to take that a little bit further down there. Actually, I don't think that looks bad. So I'm going to leave it like that, because the more I mess with things, the worse it seems to get. Need to clean up this corner down here. I'm just going to wipe that little accidental flick away with some acetone on a brush. Very gently to not cause any more issues. There we go. I'm happy with that one actually. So I'm just going to do the pink one on my index nail off camera really quick. Okay, so I've done the second coat, and the French on my index finger is a little bit slimmer than this one, but only a fraction, so I'm not going to fix it. I'm just going to leave it as that. So like I said, I'm going to do something very cute and dainty on them. So I'm going to get my dotting tool and my acetone over here ready. So we're going to do cherries on the pink nail. So I'm just going to grab my red on my dotting tool, and we're going to go straight in, create some dots for the cherries. Like so. I'm just making them a little bit bigger than my dotting tool. Oh gosh, I'm not in focus again. So I'm going to do one there, and then actually, no, tell a lie, I'm going to wipe that off. I'm going to do the chrome underneath the design, I think. So we're going to pop some chrome on. I don't know whether the BT Art Box top coat is any good for chrome, so I'm going to actually use this as an opportunity to find out. So I'm just going to place that all over all of the nails. I'm going to use just the standard white chrome, not any colour to it or anything, just to give the nails a nice sheen. And I've never used a chrome like that over red. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that looks. And it'll give these plain nails a bit of something extra as well, because I'm not going to do anything on top of these. I am leaving them as they are. So do a couple of cherries on the index, and then a couple of just little hearts on the pinky. I don't know if to do a couple or just do one on each actually. I think one on each will look more effective. Just slightly overlapping the French. So moment of truth of whether this top coat is good for chrome or not, but we'll never find out until we try, so might as well do it on something that I'm going to remove straight away instead of my own nails. I'm going to keep on for ages. So I am going to half cure it. I'm going to cure it just for 30 seconds. Right, I'm just going to get my chrome out first. So I'm going to use this chrome here from Vetsy. It is just the normal like white opal sort. Just keep it nice and simple. Of course, you can use any chrome you want. Any pink based ones would look nice with these. But I am just going to keep it nice and simple. They're out the lamp now, so let's get going with my chrome, see how it looks. Ooh, that looks really good actually. Beautiful. Wow. That looks stunning. See how the red looks now. Moment of truth. Oh. Oh my goodness, I love it. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh wow, this was a great idea, if I do say so myself. Very nice. Okay, oh god. Right, I'm going to pop that away before I ruin it. I'm going to just get a fluffy brush to remove any excess chrome. Just doing that off camera so I don't get the chrome everywhere. So this is what we look like. At this point, I'd do a base coat and then do my design on top of that. But because I am just going to be taking these off straight away, I don't need to worry about longevity. So I am just going to do my design straight over the top. So I've got my dotting tool at the ready. I'm going to get my cherry dots again. I am just going to use my bigger side of my dotting tool this time instead of making the dots bigger myself. So we're just going to do the same thing in the same area as I've just done. And I'm going to flash cure that for a second, because then I can go straight in with my green stem. And then I'm going to go to my ring finger with the pink. I'm going to do a heart. I'm going to do it in the same place as the, what's it called? Cherry is, but of course this time we're having to actually do more than just dots. So I'm leaving that wet and then going in with my brush to join those two dots up at the bottom. And then join them at the top in the middle, and then just drag down to join all together. Very cute. Do just want to hide that red that's in between them. Like so. That's what we've got so far. I'm just going to flash cure that while I do the green stem on the index. So for the cherry stem, I'm going to be using the green gel paint from Magpie Beauty. Lost my brush already. There it is. So we're just going to do 2 lines coming up. I'm just making sure that that gel paint is all over every bristle on my brush, so it's easier to use. And then I'm just going to go ahead and create my 2 lines. Like so. And then we're going to do just a little leaf coming off the side. Like so. Very cute and easy. I'm going to pop that in the lamp now for a full cure. And then these nails are done once I've top coated. So we can top coat them, have a quick look, get them cleaned up a little bit where that excess chrome is. And then we can see what they look like and see how we get on with the peel off base coat. Okay, so they're done. I have top coated them quickly off camera, and I'm just going to pop a bit of cuticle oil on now. I have just washed my hands just to get off the majority of the excess chrome. But anyway, look at these, aren't they gorgeous? I absolutely love them, you know. I'm a bit sad about taking them off. I think they're really pretty. I think if I did them again, I'd do this one with a pink French as well, with a red heart on it, and then still have that red because it would still match like the red heart and the red cherry. I don't think I like the full cover red just because it's a bit much for me. I'm not really a red nail person, but of course I'm not leaving them on, so it doesn't really matter, but I still love them. Let me know what you think and whether you'd wear them or not. I think they're very cute.